Good evening, Nick. It's Friday, and it got cold really quickly. I don't know what it's like over there in Ohio. It was pretty warm on Wednesday. But here in Pennsylvania, it's only in like below 50s as a high, and tomorrow it's not even getting to 50s. So that's a thing. I know I defended snow last year because the balance and like it's all about the equilibrium and it was wonderful and beautiful. You know what? This miserable rain cold transition thing, it's garbage. I don't care that it's equilibrium. And that fun little transition in my life is actually a really good way to help me talk about this growing maturity thing that you decided to talk about. Because growth and maturity is such a fickle, weird thing. And I'm going to be totally upfront that I don't understand it super well, so be prepared for some grandiose statements that aren't really backed up by anything. So, from what I have learned and understood about the human psyche, is that we're constantly being bombarded by many things and many outside sources, but then we also have to internalize those things and decide whether to accept or to reject those things. And if I had to take a stab at what maturity truly is, or at least as humans understand it, it would be kind of a mellowing out of, I guess, our psyche. Because Nick, as my good buddy Kurt always says, good science is thorough science. And so, in order to get good results in science and good test results, there has to be quite a few data points. You need to have a lot of experiences to truly measure out how things are affecting other things. And I believe the human mind kind of works in the same way. Like when we're younger and we don't have a lot of experience, we're more prone to kind of swings and statistical outliers because there's not a lot of data points in our heads for the different kinds of things that we've experienced. And it's why the youth are so prone to radical ideologies of all varieties, whether peaceful or violence. The youth like their extremism, man. We think it's cool. But maturity is whenever, as we evolve and we get exposed to so many different ideas and so many different people and have broader and broader experiences, those data points start to fill in our head. And we start to we may skew one way, we may skew another way, but as opposed to swinging from extreme to extreme, there's a moderating and mellowing effect. And I'm pretty sure that's what you were trying to get at. Is like, what is maturity? How do we reach maturity? And I think that's what it is. It's just a lot of you get there eventually. Because some people say, "Oh, you're really mature for your age," but like that's just because it's what you've been exposed to a lot of. It's not really true maturity because you don't have a full understanding because you haven't seen the big picture. And so, at least that's my take on it. Who knows? I'm not really good at explaining things that I don't actually know. Although I do tend to make it sound at least reasonable. Yeah, what do I know? Anyways, Nick, I'll see you on Monday.